the hell is going on here? What the hell?
What the hell?
So, nigga, you dissed every dead op you got in one song and had the nerve to stand outside for a job? What the fuck are you doing? Playing gangster, playing street, I don't know. That's not smart. And if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to be outside. You can do that too. Like, why would...
Shit. That's that baby Joe shit. It's smoke.
Soon after this, 6 Block members would allegedly kill a beloved member of 1200. On August 24, 2018, a 6 Block member named Bibby, real name Adrian Gaynor, and another 6 Block member by the name of Kenny Capps, real name Robert Howard, attended a football game at Rains High School. During the football game, a fight broke out between them and members of 1200 that were there as well. All of them were kicked out of the game and were hanging around in the parking lot. Eventually, as tension built in the parking lot, gunfire erupted. As the gunfire came to an end, a member of 1200 named Spaz, real name Gerard Adams, was located deceased at the scene with a single gunshot wound. Another male victim and female victim were located with gunshot wounds and transported to local area hospitals for treatment. One of the victims originally stated to police that Kenny shot him. Upon further questioning, the victim admitted he never saw the suspect with a firearm, but provided details about an earlier dispute where the suspect told him somebody's going to die tonight. 2 witnesses came forward and stated they saw Kenny with a firearm on the night of the incident. One of the witnesses stated that he saw an earlier confrontation during the football game between Spaz and Kenny. The witness claimed he saw Kenny approach Spaz after the football game in the courtyard. The witness was shown a photo spread and identified Kenny as being the person he saw retrieve a gun from his waistband and point the gun at Spaz. He did not see the suspect pull the trigger because he began to run once he saw the firearm, but heard multiple gunshots.
Do your homework on running. Do your homework on running.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
It's guns. Do your homework. Fuck is you talking about?
Approximately 25 seconds later,
Hell nah, though. It's, if you into it with niggas with guns, why you ain't got no gun? That don't even make sense. And then if you into it with niggas with guns and you got a gun, but you're not ready to shoot your gun, it's just a lot of you niggas out there that just ain't never even pulled your. You're trying to respect YouTube guidelines. I'm not trying to encourage nothing. It's okay not to be cool. I didn't understand that either. I took my stupid ass. I should have never been outside. There's no reason. I need to not say nothing. You only get like an 18-month run to be crazy. You know? To be crazy. To be crazy. You only get like an 18-month run, bro. Like, really, like, 12 months. Really, like, bro, you don't get to be outside for that long. Like, you could be outside, but, like, actively in doing some bullshit, no. That shit gonna catch up to you. You know? That's your lifestyle. That's your, not your lifestyle. That's your livelihood. You know what I mean? But, like, I mean, like, you are a professional robber. Like, you not robbing. You went from robbing niggas in the hood to robbing banks or doing heist type shit. You know what I'm saying? You, like, it's because if you, it's just like the nigga who still like in high school he had the weed. He still got the weed, but he really ain't. You know what I mean? The only reason only reason he caught more weed now is because the price went down.
Stated she saw Kenny, whom she personally knows, confront Spaz after the football game. She claimed that she saw the suspect retrieve a gun from his waistband and shoot Spaz. As she was fleeing the scene, she heard additional gunshots. She was shown a single photograph of Kenny and confirmed that he was the person she saw shoot Spaz. Multiple shell casings were recovered from the scene, and ballistic analysis indicated all the shell casings were fired from one firearm. Both of the witnesses would later go on to recant their statements that Kenny was the shooter, and they refused to testify. In fact, one of the witnesses was arrested for perjury for doing so. A member of 1200 named Will was accused of being one of the witnesses that snitched on KNE. KNE was charged with 1 count of second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder for this incident. However, multiple years into his sentence, KNE's charges were downgraded to manslaughter and his sentence was reduced to 5 years in prison. He was released earlier this year and has since started making music. On August 8, 2019, 2 members of 1200 named Leaky and John Akafool were hanging out outside when a white van with black writing on the side pulled up beside them. The person in the van opened fire on them, and tragically John was shot in the head and declared dead at the scene at just 17 years old. Leaky, who was also 17 years old at the time, was shot 10 or 11 times but survived his injuries.
First of all, what you mean he got shot 10 or 11? You niggas don't know how many times he got shot? Like, what? Doctors couldn't count? Ain't no... Because the entry and exit was completely different, bro. But ain't no way they couldn't tell if one... Unless it was some big bullets. So, if it was big bullets, then they might not have been able to... Independent on where and how close niggas shot that shit. Entry room, exit room might have looked the same, but I can't see that shit even. How would you? Why do you not know if it's 10 or 11?
Paperwork would later be released by the police, claiming that a member of 6 Block named Rasta was one of the primary suspects for this murder. According to the paperwork, a random inmate agreed to tell police information about John's murder. The inmate told police that Rasta had been bragging about killing John and that Rasta said he killed John because John and his friends allegedly robbed one of Rasta's trap houses. The inmate would later switch up his statement and refuse to wear a wire, so there wasn't enough evidence to charge Rasta.
That nigga was gonna wear...
Rasta's
that nigga's probably...
currently serving 20 years in prison for attempted murder charges from a different incident.
You should have worn a wire. What? I mean, I don't promote no police shit, but you was already on the way to beat. You was, bruh. Bruh, I don't know how far you gotta be into some shit to, for them to ask you to wear a motherfucking wire. Holy shit. Oh my God. And then your stupid ass. How was you even about to snitch on somebody if you over here trying to kill people yourself? Man, just start the video. Get this nigga off the screen. What?
On August 12, 2019,
not this nigga.
3 members of a gang called MBG named Von 5, Ace Cho, and Fredo Rockout were sitting in a parked vehicle on 1620 West 5th Street when they were shot. All 3 victims were transported to UF Health Hospital, where Ace Cho would tragically be pronounced dead at just 17 years old. The other 2 survived their injuries. Crime scene detectives recovered 7.62 shell casings from the scene. Von 5 was interviewed by the police and told them that he was set up by a female he had never met before. He said he was communicating with the female over Instagram and they agreed to meet up at the 1525 West 5th Street location. Shortly after acknowledging his arrival at the determined location over his Instagram account to the female, 2 male suspects began shooting into his vehicle from a vacant lot directly across from his location. The unknown female was identified and subsequently...
What? So, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You met a bitch on Instagram. And, nigga, the niggas in the parking lot didn't catch you didn't say, hey, it's niggas over there in that parking lot that's very empty. The fact that bro said vacant parking lot means that shit probably is like abandoned. Like, don't nobody park there. It's just some bullshit. I don't know the area, the scene, none of that. I'm just saying maybe the spider senses should have been tingling a little bit when you seen niggas just standing basically in the middle of the street, across the street from where you from where you at, and you supposed to meet a bitch. Y'all standing around, looking around for the bitch. Nigga, your dick couldn't be that hard. Rest in peace, though, bro. But, bro,
arrested. She admitted to participating in luring Vaughn to the location to be shot, and she gave up the name of one of the shooters. The shooter was a 1200 member named Joey Adams.
What the hell is going on here? What the hell? So I am flabbergasted. All of this shit dumb as hell, you know, and the shit don't be stupid when it happens or like in the moment. Like, but from a distance, when you distance, that's why niggas say you gotta distance yourself from the hood, because while you there, you gonna always have a reason to do that shit. Uno momento. Shorty, what the fuck? Why would you agree to set these niggas up and then snitch on them immediately? What the fuck? This why I be meaning. And then my homie told me this shit, and that shit be saving me and a lot of you niggas a lot of times, because for real, I don't even get to that point no more. But it's been a couple times where I'm like, bitch, if you. But bro, you do that shit, and it's everybody know this shit you do. What you do now has consequences for later. But like in the moment, bro, like it's like you just gotta think like, all right, let me just get in the car, let me just back up on, And I know sometimes you be thinking like if it's a situation where you know if you let a nigga go, that might be a nigga that could kill you. I don't promote violence, but. Go for it, buddy. You ain't gonna catch me stopping. You ain't gonna catch me telling you no. You catch me. See, these was the ones before. I ain't even gonna do that for y'all. Yeah, I'm about to smoke this down to the gristle. Bitch ass nigga. The reason y'all don't smoke y'all shit down to the gristle is cause, see, I still got a full hit. Y'all niggas. You don't be no weed in y'all shit. But anyway, shorty, what the hell you doing?
Joey is actually the blood brother of the 1200 member named Spaz that was killed a year prior to this. The police searched Joey's phone and found text messages of him admitting to trying to kill Vaughn and his friends because Vaughn had been dissing his brother Spaz. While searching his text messages, the police were able to find the second shooter. The second shooter was a member of 1200 named Creep. All three are currently locked up, and Joey and Creep are facing life in prison for Ace Cho's murder. One of the people that 1200 hate.
She fun as hell. And she got her like finger or toe shot off or some shit though. And she got shot in the head. Something
the
crazy,
most is the rapper Fulio, as he is the most well-known 6 Block member. On April 30th, 2020, Fulio's girlfriend at the time, named Boobin Baby, drove to the store in Fulio's car to buy snacks. As she was sitting at the light, she had her left hand on the steering wheel, and she was holding her phone with her.
This nigga freaky. He ain't have to find out. See, look, see, he got this motherfucker. He got this motherfucker rotating all the time for all the other shit. It's the same pictures, the same shit over and over again. But he got plenty of pictures of her though.
Her right hand. As she was waiting at the light, a shooter pulled up beside the car and opened fire. She was grazed in the head by a bullet and was shot in the knee and the hand. Thankfully, she was able to escape without any life-threatening injuries. Tragically, getting shot in the hand caused her to lose one of her fingers.
See what I'm saying? Look. See. What?
It is widely believed that one of 1200's top shooters.
She lost her hand
by a bullet and was shot in the knee and the hand. Thankfully, she was able to escape without any life-threatening injuries. Tragically, getting shot in the hand caused her to lose one of her fingers. It is widely believed.
Oh, he fucked up. He found a picture of her without the finger. Bitch, you.
1200's top shooters named Leaky was the one that allegedly shot Fulio's girlfriend that day.
Damn,
in fact, Fulio admitted in a song that Leaky was the one that shot his girlfriend.
Shot my car twice and hit my bitch, not leaking, rest in peace.
Shot my car twice and hit my bitch, not leaking, rest in peace.
I mean, a good lawyer could, a good lawyer could fuck that one up, because he said, went and shot my car and hit my bitch up. Not Leaky, rest in peace. It's a good use of punctuation and verbiage there, buddy. So.
On May 3rd, 2020, at around 2:30 p.m., a member of A block named PD, real name Antoine Williams, and 3 other men were sitting in a car on the 2100 block of Brooklyn Road when a gunman hopped out of a white Kia sedan and began shooting at them. Jacksonville Sheriff's Office said that a gunfire detection system picked up at least 33 shots fired during the incident. Investigators later said more than 50 total shots were fired. Tragically, PD was shot and killed at just 18 years old, and the 3 other people with him that day were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The shooter hopped back into the white sedan and got away. It is widely rumored that he was allegedly killed by a member of 1200 named Leaky. However, this has never been officially confirmed. If you know anything about drill music, then you know that diss tracks are the staple of it. One rapper in particular dropped one of the most disrespectful songs in all of Jacksonville. The name of that rapper was Jump Out Squeeze, and on June 19th, 2020, he dropped a song.
First of all, let's go back, because I needed a still shot of this motherfucker here. Hold on, go back to, what? This nigga's name is Jump Out Squeeze. Oh, the depth. Rest in peace, bro.
If you know anything about drill music, then you know that diss tracks are the staple of it. One rapper in particular dropped one of the most disrespectful songs in all of Jacksonville. The name of that rapper was Jump Out Squeeze.
This looks like a nice young man. I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, like myself. Mama would love this bitch. If mama knew. Bro, why would you name yourself Jump Out Squeeze? I was gonna say, if the police came for you.
And on June 19th, 2020, he dropped a song called Opps. In that song, he disses nearly every single dead member of 1200. Prior to releasing the song,
that wasn't smart at all.
Jump Out's life had already been made, as he was shot previously, but he survived that incident. Getting shot didn't scare Jump Out or stop him from continuing to make diss records. Sadly, just 10 days after releasing his most disrespectful song, Jump Out would tragically be shot and killed while waiting in line to apply for a job at an Amazon warehouse. On June 29th,
nigga, you dissed every dead op you got in one song and had the outright nerve to stand outside in a line for a job. What the fuck are you doing? I'm rest in peace to you, bro. So this message is really to everybody else that's outside playing gangster, playing street. I don't know. Maybe bro just was really good. I don't know shit about it. Maybe bro was just really good at rapping. He was cool with niggas and said shit. I'm gonna say something too. That's not smart. And if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to be outside. You have to do that too. Like, why would
2020 Jump Out was standing in line with about 7 other applicants at the Amazon fulfillment
7 other people
center.
Nigga, you right, like, bro, that's, y'all niggas ever play Warzone? This is the only way I can relate this shit to y'all. If it's just 7 people standing up against the wall, your whole team pull up, and all y'all want one of them dead, just one of them, and don't nobody got guns, and all y'all got full loadouts.
Early before 2 p.m. when 2 men jumped out of a silver Hyundai sedan and took aim at him. The suspects ran directly up to him and indiscriminately began shooting handguns in his direction. The 29-year-old man near him was grazed in the arm, while the other 22-year-old victim was hit in the foot. Once the shooting stopped, the gunmen ran back to their car, driven by a third person, and fled the scene. Tragically, Jump Out would pass away in this incident at just the age of 20. It is believed that Leaky was allegedly one of the gunmen in this incident. In fact,
bro, how is Leaky one of the gunmen in all these incidents if the nigga is dead? I could have sworn we already said rest in peace Leaky in the beginning. What the fuck?
In an Instagram,
all these niggas
post, a 1200 member by the name of Greenlight seemingly hinted that Leaky was allegedly responsible. On his Instagram story, someone asked him what his favorite memory with Leaky was. In response, he posted a video of Jump Out rapping, thus allegedly hinting that Leaky had something to do with it.
What?
On August 8, 2020, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office responded to a shooting call in the 1500 block of Milner Street. When officers arrived, they found a man nicknamed Lled Glizzy with a gunshot wound. First responders took him to the hospital where he was tragically pronounced dead. A member of 1200 named K Spaz, real name Caleb Howard, was one of the 3 people arrested and charged with this murder. He is currently locked up for this, fighting first-degree murder charges and attempted robbery charges. On August 9, 2020, a member of A Block named Mookie, real name Marcus Jackson, was driving on the freeway on Interstate 95 and Dunn Avenue when a car pulled up next to his and opened fire. Mookie was hit and crashed his car. He was rushed to the hospital where he was tragically pronounced dead at just 22 years old. 1200 members diss him constantly and claim responsibility for his death in songs and on social media.
Drop 223s in the whip bills, me and green like Lil Leaky.
Drop 223s in the whip bills, me and green like Lil Leaky.
Oh my God, bro. How is this nigga Leaky still killing people?
On September 2nd, 2020, at about 1:30 a.m., Leaky was driving a car at the intersection of Atlantic Boulevard and Monument Road when another car pulled up,
killing people and telling on himself. Bro, I ain't even talking to the niggas, cause I ain't on that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all niggas ain't get back. I ain't on none of that shit. Cause what's up with the police? What were they doing this entire time? Just letting this fucking psychopath just fucking go. Well, nobody on his ass, bro. And I'm not promoting snitching. The police is just supposed to do their job, and these niggas is doing it for them, and they just this nigga the Grim Reaper. Where? Police.
Shit. That's that baby Joe shit. It's smoke.